So, hello. Today was one of those days that I'm really impressed with anyone who's living a full life and still incorporating A Course in Miracles into it. You know, having a job that you're busy at, and having kids, and having a family, and having an illusory fight with your husband. And still trying to incorporate the lessons of A Course in Miracles, because the day has flown by, and this is a huge, big lesson. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. So even if you're so busy and there's a lot going on, if you attempt to reach the truth, you're not going to fail. So that's pretty good. That's pretty awesome to know that if you try, you will succeed. Now, you can fail in this life for sure by chasing after things that are not real. Failure is all about you while you seek for goals that cannot be achieved. So we're in this very temporary place, this dream, as the Course likes to call it. And when you look for permanence in the impermanent, for love where there is none, for safety in the midst of danger, for immortality within the darkness of the dream of death, then yeah, that's when you fail. So who could succeed where contradiction is the setting of his searching and the place to which he comes to find stability? So this is a key lesson in this version, or whoever published this one. Oh, they're all key lessons. Why did I think this one was more important than the other? No, it really does. Okay. Most of them just say lesson, and this one does say key lesson. Key lesson 131, key lesson 132. So I don't know why they're like, this is I don't know what version this is. That's another freaking topic. Don't get sidetracked, Sadie. So goals that are meaningless are not attained. There is no way to reach them. So anyways, it just goes on to say a lot. Pursuit of the imagined leads to death because it is the search for nothingness. And while you seek for life, you ask for death. So it literally is just saying that you feel like a failure a lot in life because you're attempting to acquire these things that the ego has set out for you, but they're really not particularly what you truly want. Be glad that you must search. Be glad as well to learn that you search for heaven. Oh yeah, we're looking for a door today. Yeah, now the lesson's coming back to me. We're searching for a door in our mind is the analogy that the Course is like putting it into context. We close our eyes today. It says, let's see, for several minutes, watch your mind and see, although your eyes are closed, the senseless world you think is real. Review the thoughts as well, which are compatible with such a world and which you think are true. Then let them go. Let them go. And let them go and sink below them to the holy place where they can enter not. So you let these stupid ass thoughts go. And you sink down into a place where they can't go. They can't go here. There is a door beneath them in your mind which you could not completely lock to hide what lies beyond. So you're looking for a door. Seek for that door and find it. But before you try to open it, remind yourself, no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. And it is this request you make today. So you're looking for something different than the illusions. Nothing but this has any meaning now. No other goal is valued now nor sought. Nothing before this door you really want, and only what lies past it do you seek. So what you do say in your practice periods today is I ask to see a different world. I'm asking you nicely. No, I seek to see a different world and think a different kind of thought from those I made. The world I seek, I did not make alone. The thoughts I want to think are not my own. So yeah, you go in your mind and you look for this door. You feel for this place. You put out your hand and see how easily the door swings open with your one intent to go beyond it. It's pretty freaking amazing. Angels light the way so that all darkness vanishes and you're standing in a light so bright and clear that you can understand all things you see. So it's really important, yes, we are immersed in the world all the time. It's everywhere. It's so important to close our eyes and go within and go underneath those dumb thoughts that are swirling in your head all the time. Go where they can't go. Go beneath them. Find the door. Yeah, you cannot fail today. You cannot fail today. Today should be a time of special gladness, so try to refrain from dismal thoughts and meaningless laments. Meaningless laments. I don't have time for these meaningless laments, everyone. Salvation's time has come. Today is set by heaven itself to be a time of grace for you and for the world. If you forget this happy fact, remind yourself with this. Today I seek and find all that I want. My single purpose offers it to me, and no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. The truth. I'd like A Course in Miracles to take away my headache. Yes, the truth is the truth and always will be. Tina Jesus today talked about the fact that you have two choices. You have two different directions and guidance systems. You can go vertical or you can go horizontal. You've got two choices. There is a lot of illusion in the world. Your conflicts, you're arguing about hot or cold, you're arguing like this or that. Like, it's just all illusions of separation, all of the ego's game that it has you play constantly. Jesus is inviting us to go upward, to go vertical, straight up to the Godhead, into love, instead of going horizontal into the ego's illusions. The truth is the truth, and it always will be. And God's will for you is to be happy. You guys actually have the same will. So remember to go up and connect with the divine. Yeah, you're still in the world, but you don't need to be of the world so much. Of course, your nature is to chase idols, but let's chase beautiful idols on this world. Let's chase things that make you happy and bring you joy, whether that's gardening or music or beautiful art or raising your children or being in love, anything that is joy and true happiness. That's a more beautiful idol than power over others, and conflict, and separation, then death, then hatred and violence, and we could go on and on. You do not have to suffer. You don't need to be in pain anymore. You don't need to hold on to that headache. Train your mind. You don't have to suffer. How do you do that? A Course in Miracles is a wonderful way to train your mind. And also to keep your attention on your own life. Yeah, Jesus pretty much said to stay in your own lane and keep focused on your life. Not that you need to be rude or ignore anybody, but just keep your attention on your life and nurture what you want to grow in your life. So keep on training your mind, keep on putting your attention on beautiful feeling things in the world while you go inside and go to that place that takes you out of the world. So be in the world, but not of the world. And the truth is always the truth. And when you go within and when you go vertical, up, uppity, up to the Godhead and love itself, you will know this more and more as you connect with the divine. Okay. All right, then. So, as I entertain little bits of conflict in my mind, even though that might just be like anxiety, just anxiety, or like, like when you have to do something, you don't really want to do it, but you got to do it, and then you just feel kind of stressed out about it, or headache. Whenever you're like dreading something, even in like the smallest way, like, oh God, how's this gonna go? This is illusion. This is not truth. So it's like, how can you learn to be in the world but not of the world? How can you learn to not let anything get into your head and upset you and bring you discomfort? That's mind training. When you learn to not let anything in to wreak havoc for you or to stir it up for you, you got to remain unfazed. So anyways, that's 131. Remember often today that it should be a time of special gladness. So knowing that if you try to reach the truth, you're not going to fail. You're not. You are not going to fail. There's a lot of bold print in this book. And it says, no one remains in hell, for no one can abandon his creator, nor affect his perfect, timeless, and unchanging love. You will find heaven. So eventually, eventually, you will get out of hell, but you can suffer a very, 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 very long time if that's what you choose. You have two choices. This or so vertical, happy, love, God, source, connected, divine, help. Horizontal, what the fuck is this shit? Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever gets better. And then you just croak. Let's get some of those testimonials now. pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 131, Insights. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. Jesus is very encouraging in this lesson. He encourages me to seek to reach the truth. He encourages me not to give up. He tells me I cannot fail. He gives me a very helpful bridge, a process that helps me take baby steps towards opening my mind to the truth. He helps me see the senselessness of the world I think is real. He reminds me where true value lies. He reminds me that I am still in heaven where God created me and that I cannot really change that. He reminds me that I am only dreaming a dream of being separate from God, from heaven, and that this dream is not what I really want. He encourages me to seek for heaven, for the truth that we all are still extensions of God, and we have not changed that reality. He encourages me to sink below the images I normally fill my mind with to the truth. He tells me I cannot fail and invites me to open the door to a world of light where nothing has changed and I am one with all that is, which is love or God. He helps me feel God's strength. He helps me be aware of the safety and stability and love, peace and joy which lie in my true nature. He reminds me that this alone is true. He encourages me to rest in this truth often. He knows that as I continue to do this and open to the truth more and more, that it will be the only thing I want. It will be my only goal. He knows that as my awareness of love's eternal presence grows, the images of the world of separation will be laid down willingly and gladly in favor of God's world, the real world. Jesus knows that these steps are taken little by little. His goal is to help us all increase our willingness to seek and find the truth. Today, I move one step closer as I practice opening the door and allowing it to swing open with my one intent. Jesus knows that the rest will take care of itself as I continue this practice because no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. This is the best time of my life. I no longer get involved in many of the things that I used to do that did not contribute to my awakening, but rather served as distractions and delays. Yet at the beginning of this exercise, I was shown that there are plenty of details in my thinking that still serve to distract me from seeing the truth, the real world. I saw how my judgments keep my attention on meaningless images that make separation appear real. When I can step back from them, many of these judgments are laughable. I have ideas about how things should be done and disapprove when they are not done that way, whether by me or someone else. When I look at these rules that I have made up with the help of Spirit, I see their total meaninglessness. These judgments keep my attention on form to the exclusion of content. As I can remember to practice asking, what is this for? I often quickly see there is no value in the judgment. There is no real gain in doing it the way I think it should be done rather than the way it actually was done. The more I can let these judgments go, the more I move past giving form importance. My mind opens to seeing the light of truth that is behind every form. My life becomes more peaceful and happy. The truth is what I really want. Holy Spirit, help me to recognize the meaningless and pass it by. As I do this, the ever-present truth will be revealed because I will cease to deny it. I am grateful for these exercises, which help me let go of the denial and receive the truth. pathwaysoflight.org. So I know sometimes the testimonials are long, even though that one was pretty darn short. I mean, I love reading them. I just read them on my phone because these very genuinely kind students of the course put it into perspective. Like, you can read the lessons, you can read A Course in Miracles, you should do all that. But I love studying the Course in Miracles with the pathways of light because they just hone it in, and I just love them. I just love them. I just freaking love these things. Yeah, Jesus is totally encouraging us to try, to search with your intent. I want peace. I want love. I want light. I want to let go of the meaninglessness stuff that my mind gets hung up upon. I mean, I can really judge people. I'm like really good at it. I can really be in the ego thought system. I definitely can. And the more you feel peace, the more you feel, you know what, I'm just not getting into this. I'm just going to pass. I'm going to skip it. I'm not going to get into this drama. I just really don't have time for this. Like, you get a real good taste of peace and tranquility and serenity and joy and happiness by focusing on things that make you feel good. And when you practice recognizing how things make you feel, you get pretty quick to notice, wait, this doesn't feel good. And the ego is a sly mother trucker. We know that. And yeah, you can just be minding your own business and a real negative thought can come in and be like, what? Like, or something, you know, and you have to recognize in that moment that you are not thinking the truth. So anyways, ask Holy Spirit for help. Help you to see the meaninglessness. Help see the meaninglessness. That's a big word, meaninglessness of the things that you are judging, of the things that you are valuing, of the things that you are using a lot of your mind energy to put your attention on. Show me where I am in error so that I can fix it, so that I can be happy, so that I can see what isn't working so I can let that stuff go. Or when it jumps in your head, just let it pass by. Don't hold on to it. Don't get trapped by it. Don't even give it any attention, because you really, truly do want the truth. And that's why 131, no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. So even if you've failed at all your other ego acquisitions that you have attempted, you will not fail at this, because no one stays in hell. You'll find heaven. Aww. All right. Thank you so very much.